Hi, my name is Jim Kerstein. I'm the author of The Butcher's Guide and Insider's View to help you buy the best meat and to save money. One of the easiest ways to save money is to cut up a chicken. Cutting up a chicken is something every home cook should know how to do, and it's really very simple. To start with, we have a couple of big chickens. Speaking of chickens, buy the biggest chicken you can when you shop for chickens. They're all about, oddly enough, about 8 weeks old, so the bone structures are all about the same size. So if you buy a bigger chicken, you get more meat. So we're going to cut up a couple chickens. I think if I cut up 2, it makes it easier for you to see just exactly how to do it. So we're going to start by taking off the wings. I like to take off the first wing by turning it upside down toward me. Kind of pull on the wing. You can pull it out of joint and just slice through the end. The other thing I like to do is while I have the wing in my hand, I like to cut mine in half. And I also trim off this little piece of fat as well as the wing tips. We'll set those aside. We'll do the same thing with the other wing. Just however is comfortable for you. You need to kind of pull it out of joint, cut down through it sharply. Cutting up a chicken is almost a strength contest as much as it is a cutting contest. And we'll cut the wing tip off, and again I'll trim off that little piece of skin. Okay, now we're going to move to the legs. We're going to pull those off and start by just kind of making a slice. Pull the chicken leg out of joint, and then from the back, holding your knife as close to the bone as you can, slice down to the joint, push your knife sharp into the joint, and then pull away sharply. When you do that, you'll notice that this little oyster piece of meat here comes out cleanly. Again, while I have this in my hand, we're going to trim the fat off the thighs, and you can either leave this whole or you can just cut it in half and make legs and thighs. We're going to go ahead and make a leg and thigh out of this one. Again, make a little slice. Hold your knife, cutting from the back to the front, close to the chicken. Push it into it, away from you, and just pull sharply. Again, you get that little oyster meat out. And we'll cut that thigh off. I don't like to cook this extra bit of fat on the thigh, so on either side of it there's a bit of fat, so we'll trim that off, and we're just going to cut straight down. Again, like I said, it's as much of a strength contest as it is a cutting contest. Sometimes you'll encounter the wishbone, and we're going to trim that little bit of fat off, set that aside, and then this little cartilage, you just want to make a little indentation in that with the point of your knife, grab it, and then break it apart, and then you can pull out this keel bone. Again, it is a strength thing. Pull that out, and then you have a boneless chicken breast in the middle, and it's easy to cut in half. There you go. Let's do that one more time. Pull those away, get them out of the way. Try to do this a little faster for you. Pull the wing out, cut it in half, cut the thigh off, cut the skin piece off. Stack up your wings. It's a good idea to do 2 or 3 of these at a time anyway. These chickens I bought on sale for 79 cents a pound. It cost me less than $5 a piece. In cutting up our own chickens, we realized a net savings or a gain of what we paid for the chickens, $5. Again, from the back of the bird to the front, right down to that joint. You can see it. Pull away sharply, push and pull. It's not quite so easy to do. Okay. Cut the leg and thigh in half. Trim the fat off the thigh. Stack that up. Turn it over. Whatever way is easy for you to handle the chickens right. We pull it out of joint. Pull from the back forward down to the joint where you can see it. Push in. Pull out sharply. There you go. See how nicely it comes out. Cut it in half, trim off the extra fat off the thigh, and then we'll take the back off. Again, just straight down, just firmly. On both sides, the rib bones are pretty easy to cut through. Pull it out of joint, set the back over there, go into the, pull the keel bone. If you don't want to pull the keel bone all the way out, you can just, whoops, that's messy. Cut straight down and then pull the keel bone out. Or oftentimes when you get them in the store, most always when you get them in the store, the keel bone's still in it. There you go. So, discounting that this is free, this is garbage. The giblets are free. We have breasts, legs, and thighs, as well as a really nice little batch of appetizers, some wings if you, oh, that got in there. Anyway, chicken is a great thing to practice on your knife skills. Encourage you to learn how to cut up a chicken. Good luck. Take care. Bye-bye.